Welcome to the Unpopped Review, movie reviews from a movie lover and not a movie critic. Today we're going to review the Jodie Foster directed movie, Money Monster. Money Monster features George Clooney as one of those loud and obnoxious finance TV hosts. It also features Julia Roberts as the show's director. But then a stock that was considered a sure thing takes a huge $800 million plummet over a single night. An angry investor played by Jack O'Connell breaks into the studio and holds George Clooney hostage until he gets some answers. Now I'm going to be completely honest, I originally went into this movie with very low expectations. Based on the trailer, I thought the movie was going to be predictable, boring, but overall, I really enjoyed it. So like always, let's start by talking about the good. And the best thing about the movie are the performances. You can always expect a good performance from George Clooney. Well, almost always. But when you combine him with Julia Roberts like in Ocean's 11, it is absolutely perfect. Their chemistry together is just great. And although they were great, I loved Jack O'Connell playing the average Joe angry about what's happening. Now this is the third movie that I've seen with Jack O'Connell. I've seen 71, Unbroken, and now this one. And let me just say that he is quickly becoming one of my favorite actors. I am just so excited to see what he does next. Now the next thing I liked about the movie is a little odd because it was actually the cliches. This movie reminded me a lot of John Q, which is one of my favorite all-time movies. And Money Monster, just like many other hostage movies, has many of the same cliches, except that they end up differently than normal. For example, John Q, The Negotiator, and Inside Man all have cliches within them, and they all pretty much play out the exact same way. But Money Monster, it sets up the cliches and then goes in a completely different direction. I found that very refreshing. Money Monster was also surprisingly funny. Now don't get me wrong, it wasn't a comedy by any stretch of the imagination. And now let's talk about the Now, as I already said, I loved how the cliches were completely flipped on their head in many instances. However, it was the same thing could have been said about the ending. After about roughly 5 minutes into the movie, I was able to pick out almost exactly how the movie was going to play out. So it was pretty predictable, but how they got there was very unique. So I really do wish that the ending was a little different so it wasn't so obvious. And of course, we gotta talk about the bad. Now, as I've already said, I hated how obnoxious the TV show that George Clooney was hosting is. I can't stand shows like Mad Money, and Money Monster is an extreme version of that. But as I said, the storyline picks up pretty quickly into the movie, so we don't have to listen to the obnoxious show much. Now, even though Money Monster is your typical hostage thriller with a predictable ending, the great acting and surprising twists keep you guessing and at the edge of your seat. And for those reasons, I recommend that Money Monster should be seen in theaters. So that's what I thought of Money Monster. What did you think? And what are some other hostage movies that you enjoy? Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe, and remember to always keep it unpopped.